Companies regularly spend thousands of dollars on employee training programs. Often, these sessions are highly praised by participants who leave feeling they've gained valuable new skills. That praise is usually captured on standard smile sheets. These forms use 5-point rating scales to evaluate subjective elements, how comfortable the room was, or how engaging the waiter seemed. In the evaluation world, this is a level 1 reaction metric. While traditional evaluation models focus on return on expectations, or ROE, to gauge satisfaction in learning, stakeholders usually demand a more specific metric, a financial return on investment. To find that number, we use Jack Phillips' Level 5 methodology, a specific calculation designed to measure the hard financial return of a training program. Before you can run the math, you need 3 pieces of data: pre- and post-training production metrics, financial records for the process you're improving, and the total cost of the training course itself. By the end of this tutorial, you will have a mathematically backed ROI percentage to prove whether your learning initiative operated at a profit or a loss. This is the Phillips Level 5 ROI formula. To solve it, we have to isolate 2 specific variables: monetary benefits and training costs. Finding those numbers requires isolating a measurable performance factor, like production speed or error rates, based on what your stakeholders actually expect the training to improve. Let's apply this to a case study. Imagine a pottery business that wants to accelerate its production by teaching its staff a new, faster glazing technique. Step 1 is establishing the pre-training baseline. The shop employs 5 potters, and currently they each complete 1 pot per hour. At a $5 profit per pot, one potter working a standard 40-hour week generates exactly $10,000 in annual baseline profit. Without first identifying the specific pre-training baseline, your final evaluation will lack the necessary comparison point to prove a financial return. Next, we calculate our first variable, total training costs. We find this by dividing the cost of running the course by the number of participants. For our pottery shop, running the glazing course cost $1,000 total. Divided by 5 potters, that equals $200 per employee. We plug that number into our training costs variables. With the course complete, we measure output after they start applying the new technique on the job. Thanks to the faster glazing method, our potters increase their production rate. They now complete an average of 45 pots a week. To find the annual impact, we multiply that output by a 50-week work year. At the same $5 profit margin, a single potter now generates an annual profit of $11,250. This measurable shift in output provides the tangible evidence required to show that new learned behaviors are actually impacting the business. We still need to find our other missing variable, the net benefit. This is the financial difference between the post-training profit and the pre-training baseline. This side-by-side chart visualizes the difference. Subtracting the $10,000 baseline from the post-training profit leaves a net benefit of $1,250. We plug that number into our core equation. Subtract the $200 cost, divide by the cost, and multiply by 100. The calculation resolves to your final ROI, 525%. This positive percentage is your proof that the training generated significantly more profit for the company than it cost to execute. You now possess a powerful financial metric. However, you should not apply this intensive math to every single course you run. Instead, use Jack Phillips' chain of impact rule to triage evaluation efforts across your organization's training portfolio. For 90 to 100% of everyday courses, standard Level 1 reaction evaluations are enough to ensure baseline satisfaction. Reserve this intense Level 5 ROI study for only the top 5 to 10% of highly visible, high-cost programs. Pick one of your major programs, gather your baseline metrics, and plug them into the formula. Mastering this specific ROI calculation transforms a learning department from a corporate expense into a proven profit driver.